So hey, what's up guys? I'm back with another video, and as y'all see by the title of the video, it's the story time about how I met my toxic baby daddy. Now, I do not talk about him on my channel, so this is going to probably be the one and only video of me talking about him. So before I get into it, I have recently got some new subscribers. So hey, I do beauty and I do vlogs, and you know, I'm gonna do some more story times too. So hey, thank you for subscribing. And also doing a new thing where if you comment underneath a video and you're the first comment, then you will be featured in the next video. So in my Dragalore video, Lamb was the first one to comment and said, honestly, slay queen. And then I don't know how to pronounce this username, I'm putting them on the screen. Said good, and I don't know what just came out of my mouth, but said good and cute. Thank you. And yes, let's get into this story time. Now, it's kind of lame the first time me and him met, because we just met on the internet, and he just texted me on Facebook because I guess he thought I was cute. And you know, at first I was dodging him, like I was texting him back, and then he wanted to hang out. I'd be like, oh, we can hang out this day. Then that day would come and I'd be like, no, the next day. But I used to do that a lot and stuff. But eventually we did end up hanging out, and you know, I mean, you already know what happened. And so I don't know how to put it. I'm on YouTube. What am I supposed to say? Yes, things was going good. Things was going good, you know. We was like hanging out. I just knew him for like, you know, a few days. Not a few days. I guess so. Well, I found out I was pregnant at 4 weeks, so I knew him for 4 weeks. That's basically how it happened, because I met him November the 22nd, and my conception date was November the 28th, and so it happened really fast. I didn't know I was pregnant until the next month, which is the 4th week, and I was devastated. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was devastated. And I was depressed my whole pregnancy, and I did have postpartum depression. But we're not talking about that part of my pregnancy right now. We're just talking about the baby daddy part. Okay, stay focused. And so I did my first off, my first side eye of him was when I told him I was pregnant, and he was happy. Like, dude, we only knew each other for 4 weeks basically, and he was so geeked though. He was like happy. He was like, oh, I thought she was gonna break up with me. Like, I told my brother, like, oh, I think she's about to break up with me over text and stuff. And girl, that's how I told him I was pregnant, over text, because he didn't want to wait, because I was like, oh, I want to talk to you in person. He was like, no, tell me now, like, I'm anxious. And then he was like, and then I told him, he was like, oh, I'm happy, this is my second chance at being a father, because he has another baby mama. We're not gonna talk about that. And when I was with him, y'all, I did not, when he asked me to be his girlfriend, this is before I even knew I was pregnant, I said yes, but I didn't think we was gonna be together forever. You know what I'm saying?
Forever.
But yes. And so that's why I was side-eyeing him, because I was like, you're too happy about this. But yeah. So things was going good until the 3rd month. And you know how it's apparently a thing of the 3-month rule, how they kind of act up the 3rd month. Well, he sure did act up the 3rd month. Girl, I'm gonna tell y'all, he acted crazy on the 3rd month. So the 3rd month is January. I met him in November, so you know, this is January, and it's my birthday. I'm turning 20. So when I met him, I was 19. I forgot to say that. And then when we first met, I was 19 and he was 22. Okay, so boom. So it's my birthday. I'm 20, and you know, I'm sad because I can't even. I'm like pregnant. I mean, I guess I could have done something, but I was just depressed and just was like, I can't do nothing. I'm like I don't know. This is how I was like feeling and shit. But so I went over his house and I was supposed to stay the night until he started acting crazy on me. But so I'm sitting there playing his Xbox and he's, you know, smoking a reefer. We're gonna call it the reefer on YouTube, okay? We're gonna call it reefer and grass. So that's what I'm talking about. So he was in there smoking the grass, like going back to back. Like I swear, it's like he smoked 10 of them. I swear, that's how I felt. Like he was going back to back, and he was also drinking too, little wine cooler. You know? Sorry, my brother knocked at the door, but like I was saying, so he was drinking and smoking that grass, and he claims to be schizophrenia. I don't know how to pronounce that right, so if I'm saying it wrong, sorry. But that's what he claims to be, but he was, you know, he still, you know, smoke what he smoked. That's his problem. But, you know, I'm sitting here playing the game, okay, and I have his headphones on, okay, so I come across this girl who's around my age, and she's telling me about a Facebook group about how it's a bunch of girls on there and they play Fortnite. It's basically like a girl group for people who play Fortnite and they're girls. And she was telling me about it because I was saying how we need more girls to play with. She was saying how she's part of the group, and then I was telling her like, oh, can you tell me the group and stuff? And he was like getting mad. And he was getting mad because I don't know if I mentioned this before, but he wanted to have sex. And so that's why he was getting mad. And then he got mad. I kept saying no. He got mad when I was talking on his headset to the person. And he was like, man, you're GAY. I don't know if you can say that on YouTube, so I'm just going to say, man, you're GAY. You're sitting there talking to that girl. Like, how you talking to that girl? Yeah, you GAY. That's why you don't want to have sex with me. Ooh, I said it. Well, who cares? I said it. He was like, that's why you don't want to have sex with me, because you're GAY, which don't make sense because I'm pregnant with his kid at the time. So that's when he started showing his true colors. That's when he first showed his true colors, y'all. That night, y'all, he started flipping the chairs, throwing stuff at the wall because I wouldn't have sex with him. Like, it was crazy, and I have never been around that type of environment or nothing. So I was just like really shocked. Like, I was shocked. And so while he's doing this, the girl also hears him through the headset and is like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, oh, I'm fine. He's just mad. He's just fine. And then he's like, man, and he getting mad about that. He got mad about that. Like, oh, like, what y'all even talking about? Like, yeah, you're GAY, bro. Like, and while he's sitting there spazzing out, tell me why he throws his phone right across my face like this. Like, it's literally inches away from my face. Inches away from my face, I'm telling y'all. And that spooked me because it almost hit me in the face. And I'm pregnant at the time. So anytime I'm telling y'all this whole story, I'm pregnant the whole time. He doing me wrong. And so he just does this. Whoo! I'm not. So I get on my phone. I'm secretly, well, I'm on my phone in front of him, but he don't know who I'm texting. I'm texting my grandma to come pick me up. I secretly text her like, okay, like, come pick me up. Don't call me and don't text me back. Just come pick me up right now because we live 5 minutes away from each other. So I was like, come pick me up. And so he kept on doing this and stuff. And then I was like, man, if you keep on doing this, like, I was like, if you keep on doing this, I'm about to call my grandma to come pick me up. And he was like, no, don't leave. Please don't leave. And I'm like, that's when I call my grandma. I'm actually calling her. And I'm like, oh, can you come pick me up? Like, I'm asking her the question like I didn't already say it. And then she's like, well, he don't hear her, but she's like, yeah, I'm coming. I'm on the way. And I hear her keys jiggling. So I already know that she's like on the way already because I had that prepared. I was thinking fast. I had to think fast because I ain't never been in that type of situation. I was like, come pick me up. That's what I mean. So yes, that was the first incident, y'all, of him acting crazy like that. And that did spook me. I ain't gonna lie, it did spook me. And I know that I should have left then, but I didn't because I was freshly 20, and I have a baby in my belly. So, duh, I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to make it work for the baby. That's what it was. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to make it work. Because, like, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to take this deep breath because I'm going to say some real shit right now. I'm going to say some real shit right now. My family, if you watching, I'm sorry. But this is what the nigga did to me. See, I'm gonna say it later. So, as you see, he always in the story. As the story keeps going, you're gonna see he keeps getting mad about SEX. He keeps getting mad about SEX. Every time I don't want to have sex with him, he starts throwing stuff, acting crazy and stuff. Or sometimes he would just keep on begging and begging and begging, and so I'll be like, yeah, nigga, yeah, we have sex. Like, that's what it was. And I know what that is by any law in the law. Any law, I know that is corrosion. I can't say he's corrosing me to have sex. So by law, he SA me. Yeah, that's what he did. He SA me. The first time I'm saying it, I mean, I know it in my head what he did. But, you know, that's what he would do while I was pregnant. You know, at first it wasn't like that. But, you know, after I just told y'all, after the third month, it was like that. And that's how it was. So, you know, a lot of times we didn't have that. Like, that's why a lot of stuff we would have arguments stuff. But the times when we did, I know that's corrosion. And by law, he SA'd me. So I just want to put that out there. And then, yeah. And I'm gonna pause and be right back with the story, because I told myself I was not gonna cry on the camera because I'm a strong black woman and fuck him. But I'm telling my truth, and nobody can stop me from telling my truth. So I have a whole written layout. I write a whole layout for my story time so I can keep up what I'm doing. But I already done told y'all the first incident. So, as I just got previously saying, he did a lot of bad things to me, and it was a lot of mental rather than physical. I say that to people. It was really a lot of mental than the physical, rather than what I just said. He would push me, but I would never lose my balance. But also, when he would want me to stay, he would like wrap around me, because he's 6 foot and I'm 5'2", and he would like wrap his arms around me and like try to make me say, like, basically manhandle me and stuff. And I really wasn't, and when he would do stuff like that, I really wasn't trying to move because I would be scared. And plus also, I be hella, and this was happening when I was like pregnant. Like, I done had a bump, I have a bump and everything, so it's kind of like I don't want to hurt the baby inside me by like trying to react to him pulling on me and pushing on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna fast forward a few months when I realized the relationship wasn't gonna work. The relationship wasn't gonna work. The shit was not going to work after this whole story. Now, he always wanted me under him, so he was begging for me to come over one day, and I also forgot to mention that he was a severe alcoholic, so I would not want to go over his house when he was drinking, but he would be lying to me saying that he wasn't drinking. So I would come over, and here's an example.
This is the last time I'll be doing this, because I ain't touching this shit no more. Fuck you, whiskey. Fuck everything up. Fuck that shit. Don't need it.
So there's the example, and this night he lied to me, said he wasn't drinking, but he clearly was. Like, well, I'm finna go hang out with my best friend. This is like my best friend, like she's my sister. I'm gonna go hang out with her. And so, and I'm like, I come over afterwards, and then he would get mad because he didn't like that. He would say that me and her was fruity together, but we was never fruity together. But he's crazy like that. I don't know what his obsession was about that, because I never even dated a girl. I never even told him I dated a girl. I don't know where he was getting it from. Like, I don't know. Like, and I told him this. I would tell him this multiple times, but sometimes he would say he believed me, and then when he get mad, then he'd be like, yeah, you're fruity because such, such, such. But it was really him that was fruity. But anyway. And so, back to the story. And so my friend, basically aka my sister did not want me to go over there because they already know how he be acting and how my grandma had to come and pick me up because he act crazy, throwing stuff, and then I come home crying, and they're like, this is not okay, this is not okay for you and the baby, like, you and the baby are stressed, this is not okay. And, you know, I'll be like, well, I'm trying to make it work, I'll be like, this is my first real relationship, and I'm pregnant, I'm trying to make it work, like, that's basically what it was. And so she didn't want me to go over there, and I was like, girl, he's fine. And I was like, girl, I'm going over, I'm gonna give her a fake name because I don't hang out with her no more, but we just gonna call her Lele. Let's call it Lele. I was like, girl, it don't matter because I'm just gonna be over here for like 8 hours because Lele is finna come pick me up. Like, her and her boyfriend finna come pick her up. And which he hated that. He hated that I hang out with my friends more than him. But the reason I hang out with my friends more than him was because he's crazy and I didn't want to be around him, and he was stressing me out, and my friends didn't stress me out. So that's why. And so I was like, it's cool, but see, I wasn't telling him. I wasn't gonna tell him. So I wasn't gonna tell him. We gonna get to that. But so she dropped me on, and so, you know, I'm just there chilling, and then Lele calls. She calls me or whatever, and then I'm like, oh yeah, and then he's immediately irritated. I ain't gonna lie, he immediately irritated as soon as he sees your call, and then I'm just like. And then she's like, oh, I'm finna be off in a minute, like, are you ready and stuff? And then I was like, yeah, I'm over my baby daddy's house, just come pick me up, because, like, his house wasn't that far from her job, like, literally probably, like, less than 5 minutes. And so he got immediately mad. He take the phone out of my hand talking about, she's not fucking going over there, bitch, and hang up. Like, what? Like, what? Like, I'm telling y'all that the nigga changed. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, he was just sitting there sucking on my toes, and then when my friend called, he sit there with his spaz out talking about, she's not going, and then that's when the whole bad incident night happened. He's sitting there, like, mad, start throwing stuff as he usually do, and then I start picking up my stuff, like, oh, hell no. Like, I'm picking up my stuff to go out the door, because I'm like, oh, he actually got a little bit more crazy than usually do. And then, you know, my Lele is trying to keep calling me back. My phone's about to die, because, of course, my phone is always about to die when it's something about my phone be low, but my phone's about to die. And she kept calling back, and then she's like, you need to stop yelling at her. Are you okay, Kaylin? Are you okay? She's like yelling at her phone. Are you okay? Do you want me to call the police? And then that makes him madder than what he is, because he hears police. You know, when abusers hear the word police, they over here spaz out like it's nothing else. So he sit there and start spazzing out like, F you bitch, da 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 da. But it's so I'm picking up the stuff, and then also before I exit out the house, I pick up the kitten, because the kitten was mine at first. See, my cat, I'm gonna put a picture. My cat had 4 litters. Okay, and this was the first one when I was with him. This was the first this was the first one when I was with him. So after I was with him, she had more, but this was the first litter, and I let him keep one of the kittens because I wanted one of the kittens to still be around me. That's really what it was. That's why I gave him the cat. And so I picked up the kitten because I know I know what he's gonna do. I know he's gonna take it out on the little kitten, because it's my little kitten. So I'm like, no. And plus, he acts kind of crazy with his cat that he had, because I'm not going to even lie. it was selfish. That was selfish of me. Wanting him to keep that cat because I wanted the cat around. But I know how he was doing his other cat, his Siamese cat. The Siamese cat, rest in peace, got ran over. It was so beautiful. That's the first time I ever seen a Siamese cat in person. And he used to hang it by his tail, and I told him stop. I would not let him do that around me, and I would like, oh Lord. But he would be mean to that Siamese cat. He wasn't mean to that kitten because I guess he probably maybe wasn't old enough for him to be doing stuff. I don't know. But I don't know. He didn't have a kitten for that long, literally just a few days. And I took it right back and dropped him off with his siblings. And now they're all living happily on the farm. They're not there. They're all literally on a farm. But back to the story. So I pick up the kitten, and then I'm sitting there trying to get out the house, and he's sitting there pulling on me, holding on to me. Like I said before, he's sitting there trying to do that. And so when he realized that I still want to go out there, why he gonna try to grab the kid? He grabbed the kid from me, and I still walk off, and I'm like, bruh, give me that. I'm just like, give me the kid. Like, you need to stop acting like this. Like, why I can't go over there? Like, I'm hanging out with you. And he's like, but I want you to stay. I want you to stay. Like, he's yelling. Like, now we're out in the streets, and it's echoing. Like, that's how loud he is. We're in the streets, and he's echoing. That's how it feels to me. Like, it feels like it was echoing, and him yelling and stuff. And then somebody walked past with a boom box, and I think for some reason I think they was worried about me. I feel like, I don't know, maybe they was the ones that ended up calling the police. I don't know who called the police, because he started getting the audience because they heard him yelling, and then they see me sitting there crying like, I just want to go home. Literally, that's literally what I was saying the whole time. Like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I don't want to stay here. And I was like, give me the kitten. And then he starts threatening the cat, y'all. He starts threatening that he's going to basically, the cat, he's going to do something to the cat. He's saying that he's going to throw it on the ground. He's going to stomp on it and all this stuff. And I'm like, no, don't do that and stuff. And then I try to run. He's got the cat though. He still got the cat. But first, this is when I was pregnant. This was like around summertime, so I'm a few months pregnant. So I try to run, but then I stopped because I got out of breath. Y'all, what the fuck? I tried to run, but I got out of breath, so I didn't even really go that far. And I wonder if that's why they go believe, because he made comments about people. He was like getting mad that people started getting out there, and I'm like, well, you're yelling down the road, bro. You're yelling. Like, what do you mean, people about to come out here and see what you yelling about? So the cops end up coming, Oh yeah, I forgot to mention my phone. That's when my phone finally dies, when we're out there arguing, and my friend calls, and he's like calling her a B and stuff, and then she's like, do you want me to call the police? And I'm like, no, it's okay. I'm like, it's okay. I kept saying that even though he's yelling at me. I was like, it's okay, don't call the police. I think I just want to go home, real. But listen, or maybe I just want her to pick me up, like she's gonna say, like, hurry up and get off work so you can pick me up, bro. and so the police end up coming, bruh. I swear the police was gonna let us, both of us, just go our separate ways, because you know they'd be doing that sometime, and I feel like he was gonna do that, because he was like, so what's the problem here? And then my baby daddy was like, I just want her to stay, like, she don't never want to stay. And then I'm just crying, looking at the police officer, like, I just want to go home. And I'm like, and he keeps threatening to hurt the cat. I just want the cat, and I want to go home. And then when I said that I want the cat, why my baby daddy? We're standing up. Why my baby daddy? He's tall too, so you know when he's throwing it up in the air. See, my arm different. Like, it's a different arm length. Me throwing it up and throwing up something. You should never throw it in the air. But you know what I'm saying? He got longer arms. Tell me why. When I say I want the cat, he's going to say, you want the cat? Here. And yeet it up in the air. And then I tried to catch it. I couldn't catch it. And it boom on the concrete. Don't worry, y'all. It didn't die. I picked it up real fast. I didn't know it. I didn't know until the cop car left me, because The cop car left me. It ended up pooping itself because it was scared. It ended up pooping on my shirt. I still got the shirt it pooped on. My shirt's fine. It's okay. The shirt's gonna be fine. But yeah, he did that, and it's on the news. It was on the news article. Okay, I'm not lying about this shit. Nigga, it's crazy. This is crazy. He fucking did to the fucking cat. All because I said I wanted the cat. And he did that. As soon as he did that, one police officer said, alright now. And then started like arresting him. He was literally like, alright now. They started arresting him. And I'm just sitting there crying. And I'm just sitting there petting the kitten like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Like, that's literally what happened. And then he tried to deny that. The next day he tried to deny that anything that didn't happen, but it freaking did. It freaking did. And you know, I said I left, but then after I had Tylen, which is my son, I did shortly kind of go back to him. I say kind of because he was behind jail, and I think that's why I was talking to him. Went back talking to him because he was like behind a glass. He can't actually touch me. But I eventually just stopped talking to him. I just stopped talking to him, and I haven't talked to him for a few years now. Well, I guess. Well, I had to put. Yeah. Well, basically, a few years, few months, whatever it is. I don't know. I think it's been like a year or two. That's how I think it been. But that's the end of this story, because we're not gonna get into no little bitty shit. But so that's the end of the story about how me and my baby daddy met and how it ended badly. But I'm here, I'm healing, and I'm here with my son, and that's all that matters, and he is good. Okay, me and my friends and family, we all take care of him and love him deeply. But you know, I'm just healing, and you know, I'm pushing through it. Like, I'm trying to push through it. I'm just pushing through it. Like, I push through everything. And I'm just trying to be the best mother my son got. And that's how I feel. And tell me y'all's opinion, or tell me if y'all have a crazy baby daddy story too. But like this video, like and subscribe, and comment down more what you want from me. Peace out.